Alright, so this is a review of the Boss head unit. It's a really good head unit. I mean, haven't had any problems with it. It's about $50. The $20 one is really cheap. I've already blown out one of the channels on it playing at max volume. So I got this really nice $50 one. And might I say, I have no complaints about this other than my power supply. The power supply is some really cheapo 6 amp. I'm gonna get a 10 amp to go with the 6 amps, so I get 16 amps. Because the fuse on this is 15 amps. Speakers I'm using are $20 also Boss. $20 Boss ones that obviously are really cheap quality and bend super easily. They're three-way speakers, so they have good highs, good lows, well, mids. I got lows under control. In the back, I'm also running Boss speakers. They're the little 4-inch, I believe. Now the wiring on this amp is super easy. You have 2 plugs, one's for the power, one's for the output. You also get some audio outs as well. So I'm running the subs and then my tweeter, or my mid. You can feel the quality in the click. Nice, satisfying. You can set your presets down here. It's got Bluetooth as well, so you can answer calls, stuff like that through this. Now, calling through this is a little weird. Can't really hear it super well, mostly because I sit all the way back here. In a car, you'd be sitting mostly like right around here. The music in this video is not mine, and it is copyrighted, so please do not get me for copyright violations for music that is not mine. Now, one thing I like about the speaker is you have treble, everything, balance, fade, which I usually keep at rear 1, but to get my power supply, I'm keeping it at normal. Loud mode is a really good thing to keep on. I mean, it really makes a difference. I'm going to show you here in a sec. So here's a normal volume. Then when you add loud, now it has really, they like bass adjustments. Same with treble. You have like full control of everything. You have aux in, radio, and Bluetooth. These are your options. It's a really clean, easy interface to use. Your power button is also your select for different inputs. And your namesayer dial is what you use to change your audio settings. It as well gives you a 5-volt out, which I took advantage of, and I'm running a separate amplifier to power a little tweeter, or middle. I have a handy mute button if you ever want to mute it, but I never really use it. It's not really hard just to like go like that real quick. It's easier to hit than a mute button anyway. If you're sitting over here, you're gonna race it around, you're just gonna kind of flop around, slam the volume down. Now the outputs on this thing, you have 2 fronts, 2 rears, and then you also have for the audio out, like not speakers, but just like audio out for RCA cables. You have front and rear as well. And when you combine those in the rear, it doesn't affect the fronts. Like if you cross these two in the middle to make a single channel, which I've done on both, it doesn't make the sound coming out mono. You have an option for that though, if you would rather have stereo, mono. It's also a really nice looking head unit / amplifier. Has a nice clean front plate too, I love it. Now, obviously in a car, you're not going to see that much of it. For me, I'm seeing the whole back, which, meh, not that clean looking. But it's actually got a little bit of weight to it versus the $20 one I looked up online. It just has a little circuit board about that big in the back. So it comes to quality. This is down really good. It was just the right amount out of every option you can basically get. And it doesn't suck that much power. I mean, I run this thing on 6 amps and it's decent. You're not gonna get a lot of power for 6 amps, but if you run a 10 amp power supply, you'll be fine. You don't have any troubles at all. Now the real question being, do I drop $10 for a little cheap LaPi, or do I drop $50 for a head unit? And what would I recommend? And it really depends what your uses are. A LaPi is great for a desk. Like if you're powering a pair of desktop speakers, like say you did what I did, took the amplifier out of these and just powered these through the LaPi. LaPi drives these things at perfect power, to the point where it won't blow them, but you get the perfect amount of power ratio. You can also drive yourself a speaker at a decent power as well through this. It has a super bass output on it, which is the orange one right there, for powering this. So if you're running a separate amp through your head unit, like something like that, go for the head unit. If you're running just one amp like this and you just want to power a pair of desktop speakers, not how much power, go for the LaPi. Also, this has a lot more power than a LaPi ever will. 50 watts versus 12 watts. Yes, I know it says like 20 or whatever, but clean signal is only gives about 10 to 12 watts versus this, which will give 25 per channel or 15 total, I think. What does it say? I'm sorry, it's 50 watt per channel. So this is roughly 4 to 5 times more powerful than that is. If you have any questions or concerns about this head unit, please let me know in the comment section down below. Offered Mayhem, signing out.